to mark it at the 3. Let's see if Dean Fisher has any 97-yard plays up his sleeve, or at least, well, let's say a 50-yarder and then maybe back-to-back 50-yarders. Well, the clock is still running, so he won't have time but for one play. The teams still have all their timeouts left, and probably the way this half is gone, they'll just go ahead and run out the clock. Bird straight ahead across the 5 to about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Torrance Burge on the keeper.
Quarterback keeper.
And let's see. Well, now Lebanon calls a timeout with 14 seconds to play. So I don't know if Mark Medley has something in mind as Ron Marshall, the defensive coordinator, comes out. Be interesting to see if, well, Lebanon with Riverdale backed up deep in his own territory, maybe Lebanon's not going to try to pull off a big play here defensively.
Maybe not a bad idea. You got them deep in that territory. Anything can happen. You can have a fumble, a misconnection between the center and the quarterback, and another fumble there. Anything could happen right here. You can pick up the ball. You can end up in the end zone. And the way this game's looking right now, it looks like you're going to have to score, and that may be it. One score may do the game here.
When John Burlingame.
Of course, Riverdale not wanting to see a timeout. I think they just want to, this is not where they want to have the ball, and they'd love to see the clock run out. Well, barring another timeout, this will be the final play of the half with 14 seconds to play. Burge again straight ahead, picks up another couple of yards.
Torrance Burge on the keeper once again.
And with 7 seconds left, Lebanon calls another timeout. A 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Warriors. Lebanon has to be hoping for a turnover, because if Riverdale manages to hold it through its share of downs, Lebanon's not going to have time for anything anyway. Well, coming up at halftime, we'll have some marching bands for you, and hopefully maybe mixed in with some jazz. I don't know. Could be interesting to hear. Have the Lebanon band and probably parts of Riverdale as well.
Something I'm excited about, but between the bands, we're going to talk about Friendship Commander football. That's a new thing with TV 66, and I'm excited about getting in there. I think Friendship's got a good football program, and I think everybody's going to have to enjoy that. I think coming out of District 6A, which is definitely the best Class A district in the state of Tennessee. Some good football.
3rd down and 5 with 7 seconds remaining. First, this is Barry Sanders. He's going to have the 1st down, and he's into the open field before stumbling across the 20, making sure he stays down. Number 34, Brian Johnson, and we've come to halftime. Well, it's been a defensive struggle, and if you're just tuning in wanting offense, you haven't missed anything. 0-0. We'll be back for some marching band activity right after this. Well, in Southern Middle Tennessee, team sponsors, Liberty State Bank, Wilson Farmers Co-op, Save-A-Lot, First Bank and Trust, Chums, and the Fashion Boutique. Well, this is just the start of our sports day here on TV 66. Chris, why don't you tell us about it? What's coming up?
Andy, we got Carson Newman and Hillsdale College coming up right after this one. Later on tonight, we got the Mike Ditka Show. That'll be on at 9 p.m. And following that at 9:30, it'll be Redskins Weekly.
And for both the Ditka Show and the Redskins Weekly, the season premiere on TV 66. And Carson Newman, well, they are an NAIA football power. Team you probably don't hear a whole lot about. They're overshadowed in publicity by Tennessee and Vanderbilt, and to a lesser extent by the OVC schools in this area.
Really, Carson Newman's got a very good football program.
Indeed they do. Sonny Warmoth, the second half kickoff received at the 22. With the return, number 2, Corey Avan. He's across the 30. And Riverdale will set up shop 1st down and 10 to start the second half. Well, we don't have halftime statistics for you, but certainly have to. Numbers cannot be very high for the offense anyway. It's been a defensive-dominated game throughout. Both teams have been in the other's territory, but not very deep.
The only big play, Sanders had the big run there at the very end of the first half, and then Jennings had a big run, about 15 or 20-yard pickup early on in the second quarter, and that's been about it. That's been the big plays.
So 1st down, Riverdale at the 30. Torrance Burge, the quarterback. Again, the wishbone look, but we'll see if they shift out of it. No, they don't. This is Barry Sanders. Wall of blockers in front of him. They don't help him as number 9, Jonathan Haas, just burst through the wedge to make the stop.
Haas got the arm out there and made a good play.
Looked like he just shoved an arm right through the blockers, and a pickup of 2. 2nd down and 8 at the 32.
Haas has made a couple of big hits, good hard hits, really laid himself into the running backs tonight. He's done a nice job.
The strong safety lending support to the run. 2nd down and 8 from the 32. Pitch. This is Bryant Smith to the left side, trying to turn the corner. There for the stop for the defense, number 45, Kevin Huddleston, the free safety. Ball to the 34, 3rd down and 6. Entering the game for Riverdale, number 9, Andy Sawyer, who's listed as a tight end. As Dean Fisher sends his plays in.
Kevin Huddleston on the stop for Lebanon. 3rd and 5.
Smith now slotted to the right side. Verge drops back, swings it, and incomplete. Sawyer, who just came into the game, the pass was low and a little bit away, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Check the punter. That should be Paul McFarland into punt for Riverdale. Cyrus Hancock and Sonny Warmoth will drop deep for the Blue Devils. Looks like one of those games, whoever scores first will win it, and it'll probably take one big play to do it. A line drive kick taken on one hop by Warmoth. He stays in bounds, still on his feet across the 40 and shoved out of bounds at the 41.
Oh, that was Hancock.
I'm sorry, who did I say? Warmoth?
You said Warmoth.
Oh,
that was Hancock.
Cyrus Hancock. I'm sorry. Last year was so much easier because most of the players last year were returning from the year before. About the 2nd or 3rd game, I knew who they all were. At this point, I'm still having to learn all these numbers. Most of the players, I see a number, I still have to check the list. The ball just across the Blue Devil 40. 1st down and 10. Lebanon's first possession of the 2nd half. Jim Brindley at quarterback, and a false start, and a flag is down. The defense moved, but did not enter the neutral zone, nor did he make contact. That drew a Lebanon lineman offside, and it will go against the Blue Devils.
The illegal procedure to call against Lebanon.
That, I believe, is the first flag against Lebanon tonight, if I'm not mistaken. They had several in the first half last week against Mount Juliet.
Really a penalty-free, quick-moving football game. We're really getting out of here.
Clock stopped with 9:32 to play in the 3rd quarter. Brindley gives to Juan A. Jennings, and he is cut down. A good open field tackle. I believe that's number 25 on the hit, Kevin Herron.
Juan A. Jennings on the carry after the 39-yard line.
Ball at just short of the 39-yard line. 2nd down and 11. Yes, that is 2nd down. It was a 1st down play after the penalty.
Kevin Herron on the stop for the Warriors. 2nd down and 12.
Clay Bueller split to the right side.